Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I like watching YouTube, and I know you do also, and that's what I want to talk about on today's episode. So roll that intro. So if you're like me, you love watching YouTube, and I spend most of my time watching YouTube. I don't really watch television, so if I'm watching anything on a TV, it's probably YouTube, either on my phone or when I'm at home just chilling. So I figured I'd show you guys 3 awesome channels that I love watching that have incredible content, and it's based all in the 80s and 90s, my favorite eras. So I felt like you guys should know about these. So let's get into them. The first channel I want to talk about is a channel called Eric and Daryl. Now, this is such a cool channel because it's basically a time capsule. Eric and Daryl is a channel about a guy named, well, obviously, Eric and Daryl. This guy recorded everything when he was a kid. And he recently started, getting all these videos and putting them on YouTube for everybody to see. Now, this is a pretty decently big channel, so he doesn't need a shout out, but I figured I'd give him one because the content is fantastic. And you just can't fathom how cool it is to see things in the 80s now. Like, he goes to McDonald's, he goes on school field trips, he takes his camera everywhere. He goes on vacation and shows things in Florida. Just incredible, man. He has this one where he goes to Burger King with his classmates. And it's just so cool to see this because, I was a kid back then and I remember these things on these videos. So it's just so cool to see this stuff. And his channel is awesome. But his channel just isn't all old footage. He actually makes new videos also. And it's pretty cool because he gets a hold of the people that were in his videos when he was a kid and kind of gives you an update on them and shows what they're doing with their life and things like that. Because he had a ton of friends. So if you guys get a chance, check this channel out. He does like his own versions of music videos and stuff. He was a huge 80s hair metal band kid. So he loved Kiss. He loved Motley Crue, Def Leppard, all that type of stuff. So give this channel a watch because it's really good. The next channel I want to talk about is one that I've been watching for a long time. And something just makes me smile when I watch his channel because he's so cool, but, he's so weird. Anyways, the channel is called Weird Paul.
Hey YouTube, it's Weird Paul.
Now this guy is awesome. I don't know how else to put it. His videos are literally recorded on his original equipment that he used back then. He still uses them for his videos. So his videos aren't like super HD and things like that. Like it's an actual VHS player that I think he records on. And he's been recording stuff for years. I mean, he catches everything. So his channel is basically a time capsule also. And he shows all old footage and talks about it. He does pickup videos. People send him things all the time. He's just an awesome dude. He actually makes music too. And on his channel, there's a ton of music videos that he made and just really catchy songs. Weird Paul, man, such a cool channel. You guys should check it out because he has some songs on there that I'll hear them and then I'll find myself kind of singing them, throughout the day. It's very addicting. It's pretty cool too because he captured a lot of moments in history. He captures New Year's on certain dates in the 80s, what he was doing at the time, and he recorded it all. You see his mom, you see his dad, you see them getting upset because he's recording nonstop. It's just such a cool channel, and I've actually wanted to go see him in concert because his songs are pretty catchy. But he does live stream, and I think recently he started to like stream on Twitch. So I think he plays games and stuff too. So definitely check it out. Weird Paul. Such a great channel. And the last channel I want to talk about is one of my favorite channels that I've been watching lately. And I'm so glad I found it. And I've recently found it because I haven't been watching this channel for a long time. And it's called the New 80s Revolution.
What's up, guys? Jason of New Age Revolution down here in the cave for another top 5 episode, a top 5 extravaganza, if you will.
Jason is awesome, and his whole channel is based around 80s in general. I mean, anything from toys to video games to television shows to movies. Anything you can think of from the 80s, he's going to cover it. And his fantastic collection is what really sets it off. When I watch his videos and I see his awesome backdrop with all these 80s toys, man, it just blows my mind. But one awesome feature on his channel is he's a huge wrestling fan, and I am also. So he shows off tons of wrestling toys. And one of the coolest segments that he has on his channel that he recently started doing is a segment called Whatever Happened To.
Why don't you ponder the question, whatever happened to television?
And this is such a cool idea. I wish I would have thought of it because he basically talks about things that were around in the 80s, but for some reason, they just went away. And I definitely think you should check some of these out. So one of them might be, whatever happened to Saturday morning cartoons, or whatever happened to video stores, and he sits there and he just talks to the camera. He has a great on-screen presence, and just, it's such a cool channel. Whenever I watch it, I just have all these memories flooding back to me. He talks about anything and everything from the 80s. And it's just such a cool channel. I can sit down and just watch it and just reminisce on all these things. And I've actually remembered things that I had forgotten about just by looking at his backdrop, like a certain toy or something like that. But if I could pick the number one reason why I watch his channel, it's definitely because he's a G.I. Joe fan just like me. And he is trying to tackle one of the hardest things to do. Collect every figure from the G.I. Joe line from 1982 to 1989. And he has an awesome collection. And it's basically any figure that he gets, he just adds to it and he makes a video about it. And it's called Collecting is Half the Battle. Such a genius title for his channel. And I wish I would have thought of it because it's just so cool. And you guys don't know, but I do collect G.I. Joes, and I don't show them off a lot. But I am trying to get every figure. So it's definitely a huge task, and it's such a cool segment on his channel. Definitely my favorite, and the reason I watch his channel is because he's a huge G.I. Joe fan, and he's a huge wrestling fan. And he's a huge 80s fan, just like me. So definitely check his channel out. Give him a sub and just sit back, relax, and go down in the cave with him. He calls his room the cave. It's so cool. He has a great on-screen presence. Definitely check him out. And shout out to you, Jason, man. I really appreciate the content you're putting out, and I'm glad that I'm able to give you this shout out. And I'm always in your comment section, man. So if you get a chance, definitely check out the New 80s Revolution. It's fantastic. It's probably my favorite channel that I'm watching right now. Jason is cool as hell. Plus, he actually calls his, room the cave. So he'll be like, hey, back down in the cave. Because it's like a sanctuary. When you come down to your basement or your game room, it's almost like a sanctuary. It's like you just, I don't know, it just makes you feel giddy inside. All this cool shit around you, and it's all yours. And you have a story for every little single thing probably. So, I don't know, y'all. Those are 3 channels that I think you guys should check out. If you guys have any channels that you want me to check out, leave them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, keep on reminiscing, baby.
You come around here, you want to move in here with me? Come on in, it's my house.